Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. For this video, we will discuss still in chapter 1 from 5 variation part 3. So for this video, we will discuss on inverse variation and combined variation. So this is the last part of inverse variation. Solve problem involving inverse variation. So how to solve problem involving inverse variation? Have a look at example 21. According to Boyle's law, the gas pressure P of a mass of a gas is inversely proportional to the volume of the gas V if the temperature of the gas is fixed. The diagram on the right shows the gas trapped in a cylinder. When the volume inside the cylinder is 80 cm3, the gas pressure is 190.25 kPa. Calculate the volume of the gas in cm square when the gas pressure inside the cylinder is 121.26. So first, understand the problems. P is inversely proportional to V. When V equals to 80, then P equals to 190.25. Then devising a strategy, determine the relation between P and V in the form of equation. Hence, calculate the value of V when P equals to 1 to 1.76. So, implementing the strategy, P varies inversely as V. Write in the equation form. Then calculate the value of K. So this is the value of K. Next, substitute back the value of K into this formula. Next, substitute the value of P so that you'll get the value of V. So P is 1 to 1.76, then V equals to 125 cm3. So we're making conclusion. P 1 to 1.76, then V equals to 125 cm3. So this is your homework. So practice 1.2c. Okay, now we will look at combined variation. So our learning standard, determine the relation between 3 or more variables for a combined variation. Combined means involves direct and inverse variation. So what is the relation between 3 or more variables for a combined variation? So for a combined variation, y varies directly as x to the power of m and inversely as x to the power of n can be written as y varies directly as x to the power of m, inversely as x to the power of n. So this is in the equation form. We're adding the value of k here. So k is a constant. Have a look at example 22. It is given that y varies directly as the square of x and inversely as the square root of x. So when y varies directly, then you put in the numerator. When inversely, so you put in the denominator. So, okay, I will use my pen. So have a look at this. This is varies directly, and this is varies inversely. Then by adding the constant here, substitute the value of y, x, and z, then you will get the value of k. Hence, substitute the k here with 3. Okay, so this is the equation. Next, example 23. The table below shows the values of P, Q, and R. It is given that P varies directly as the cube of Q and inversely as R. So, Q cube in the numerator, R is varies inversely, so you put in the denominator, then adding the value, the K here, then substitute the value of P, Q, and R, then you will get the value of K. Next, substitute back the value of K into this formula. Next, when P equals to 3.6, Q is equals to 6, R is equals to X, then you substitute into the formula, and finally you get the value of X here. To calculate the value of Y, substitute the value of P, Q as Y, and R 2.7 into this formula, the formula that you do here, then you'll get the value of Y 0.9. Just substitute the values. So this is your homework, my self-practice 1.3a. So this is the last learning standard for this video. Solve problem involving combined variation. So how to solve problem? Look at this example 24. The pressure P on the tire of the wheelbarrow varies directly as the mass and inversely as the surface area of the tire. It is given that the pressure of the tire is 45,000 when the mass of the wheelbarrow is 90 kilogram and the surface area is 0.02. A. Calculate the value of P when M 120, L is 0.5. So first, you understanding the problem given that P varies directly as M and inversely as L, also given the value of M, L, and P. Determine the relationship, the relation between P, M, and L in the form of equation. Hence, substitute the value of M, L into the equation to calculate the value of P. Understand the changes of every variable in the equation. So, implementing the strategy, P varies directly as M and inversely as L. So, put K here. Then substitute the value of P, M, and L so that we will get the value of K. Then substitute back into the formula. P equals to 10M over L. Next, you want to calculate the value of P. So, substitute the value of M and L into the formula. Then you will get P equals to 2,400. So, if the value of M is fixed, P decreases when I increases. P increases when L decreases. So, use a broader tire because the pressure of the tire reduces when the surface area of the tire touching the ground increases and the mass is fixed. So, this is your homework, self-practice 1.3b. So, that's all for this video. See you in the next video.